So in the Belmont Data Collaborative, when it was initially started, it really focused on data skills for all and doing good in the community. And those two things go together very well because students today want to do good, and if we can also teach them the skills that they need to do good, that's a perfect marriage. And that was really the genesis for doing this Belmont Data Collaborative.
We have three guiding principles: data for good, data for all, and data for diversity. Our data for good principle is really focused on the community work that we do. Finding data that helps communities thrive and really putting together that data in a way that can convene people and storytell in a way that they feel like they know what to do and they can take action for what they're bringing to the table.
Our Data for Good initiative is where we get to work with community organizations, with nonprofits around Nashville on community level problems. So our role there is we help collect data, we help drive insights, we help to develop a data story that brings people together, that starts conversations that can really help those organizations, nonprofits, actually do what they do best, and that's actually work in and help communities thrive.
When we say data for all, we mean everyone. All means all. And what we really mean is, what is it at the basic level that everybody needs to make truly actionable decisions with data, and then we continue to layer that on. So not everybody needs to be a data scientist, but you need to embrace and appreciate data to make better decisions, because data will always help you at least be more insightful, and we want to give you the tools to do that.
I live in the internal space. Data for all internal persons, students, faculty, staff can have access to data that has been curated, data that has been collected from a probable resource, and data that has been cleaned in order to use the data in their educational spaces.
The third pillar we have is data for diversity, and it's really focused on how we can make sure we are valuing diversity of thought, diversity of representation, and making sure that the projects we do are inclusive, that the data that we're collecting is inclusive, that the people that we're bringing to the table to understand people's lived experiences or for expertise, that they are diverse and they represent the populations that we're looking at.
It's looking at beyond just person. So often when we think about diversity, we think about diversity of person. But here we're thinking about diversity of thought. So what is it that people bring to the table from their experience, from their expertise? So we need that diversity of thought. So often organizations will look at diversity of person and some look at diversity of thought, but we don't see any change in perspective. So that is our goal, is to actually change the mental impression through changing perspectives.
So when we say data for all, or even data for good and diversity, when we encapsulate all of that, what we're really trying to do is inspire you to want to do something, get you that appreciation for data so that it helps you make those kind of decisions, and get away from being scared about it and instead embracing the topic.